So we will have to see whether I can use the other strategy. Is it available? So I can go to there and choose the strategy. Oh, okay, helicopter is not there. So within 1 hour I can't go to the Puttalam. So I will change the plan. I will change my objective. Maybe it is called cycle. Planning and control cycle. Identify the objective first. Identify the alternative course of action. Then evaluate each strategy. Which one is good? Then choose the best one or choose the 2 3. Right? So 2 3 strategies there. We can choose 1 or 2 3 strategy. Right? Implement strategy. Then measure performance and control. After control, this 5 are planning and second 2 are controlling. After response, we can come to again identifying the strategy is not good, otherwise that may be alternative one, otherwise we will implement the strategy again correctly. Same strategy we might have implemented wrongly. We allocated staff, less skilled staff there, so maybe lose. So again that strategy, that's why in audit firm also it's happening. When the staff allocate to the one audit project, that client is dissatisfied, we will change the staff, but strategy is same planning within the same 2 months. We have to finish how many the same number of staff will be allocated, but different staff will be allocated. Strategy not changing, but people will change. Doing implementation will be different, right? So so 2 alternatives there, other maybe more alternatives there. For easiness, only I given the 2 alternatives, so we can change the objective, but normally objective will not be changed. If you have become a chartered accountant, it will not be changed, it should not be changed. That is object, that is called long term objective. You can't say after business level to corporate level is very difficult, strategic level is very difficult, I will change my studies, I will become a chartered, I will become a doctor in next 2 years. Can you do that? Again you have to start from beginning. So objective, most of the time objective are not changing, right? Understand that properly. Objective are most of the time objective, we don't change the objective, right? Already always fixed. In your exam also, please don't say object, we will change the objective. For easiness of the understanding, I told objective can be changed, but don't say in exam you will not change. We will choose another strategy or same strategy implementing in different way. Strategy is same, right? Implementing in proper way, right? Then that's given the explanation what I explained, right? Then hierarchy of objective. The planning process usually begins as the highest, I already told, strategic level, tactical level and operational level, right? So there are then cascaded down the organization to the layer of management to set target, goals, objective for function, department and ultimately individual member of staff. For example, take we have to achieve the net profit of 200 million this month. So if 200 million this month is not achieved, can you punish your security? Security not responsible for making profit. Security responsible secure the building, right? So what about the accounting staff? Whether they are responsible to make the net profit? Never. They are responsible to make the report properly, right? But organization as a whole have to make the profit. So to make that profit 200 million, we have to set the goal. Each and every department different goals, right? For example, take in manufacturing process, if you are not making the 200 million profit in manufacturing staff who cut the, for example, take we are doing the garments business, cut the garment item, can we punish him, punish her? We can't punish her. To make the 200 million profit, we should make the sales. So sales target has to be given to the customer, sales representative, sales team, right? If you're doing this much of quantity, I will give you the incentive of this much. So he will make. So he may be say our products are very defect, our products are not taken by the customer always complain, that's why we can't achieve this incentive. So we have to set the target for manufacturing department. Manufacturing department, we will say you should make only 1 error for 100 production. So that's a target. If you achieve this, we will give the 5,000 per garment. So we will set the goal for him. We can't set that you should make the 200 million profit. It is wrong. We should give the target for each level, right? So we should give 100 garments you are producing, but 20 garments are defect. So this time you should make only one garment defect. You can make 99. You should make the 99 garments correctly. Then you will get the 5,000 per month for each garment. So he will definitely work for that. So target is different. So our objective is same. Different between the target and objective. Different between the goals and objective. Target will lead to the goal. Goal will lead to the objective. Objective will lead to the mission. Mission will lead to the vision. Goal is after the target goal. Right? In a football team, in a football team, target is to make the goal. Goal is to score. Goal is to score. Target is set for each person. So defender should do this thing. Right? Defensive who play for defend in a football ground, he should once he got the ball, he may be given the direction like this. Once you got the ball, you cannot pass the ball without you tackle at least 2%. You should pass the 2% of opposite, then 2% of that opposite team will come behind us. So only 9% there. Then you will pass to another defend. So another defend will tackle 2 players and he should pass to center, one center player. So 2 players target tackle 2 players. That's defend. One defend target is tackle 2 players and pass the ball to center. Once target. Once defense target is tackle 2 players and pass the ball to another defend. So it's a target. Right? Target is set for each and every staff individually, very micro. So micro objective means in target. Right? After that, so from the center also, he has to tackle 3 players and he has to pass the ball to forward. Forward cannot goal. If one forward get the ball from the center player, he should pass to at least 2%. Pass to one person and he should pass to another person. Then only he can score the goal. There may be plan for this job. So same thing in the organization, but goal is to score. Score more than the opposite team is the goal. That match goal. Matches target is that matches goal is scoring. So of overall tournament objective is winning the cup. So each and every level staff cannot be given the one objective, one goal. We have to set different targets for them. For sim seller, in a road in payment also we are seeing sim seller, we are giving target, you should sell the 100 sim in one day. That is a target. We can't say you have to make the if 200 million profit, even though 200 million profit not making, if that garment cutter achieved his target, that is only one defect per 100 garments, he should be given the incentive. That is the reasonable target for the each and every employees. Understand this very fast, very clearly. You also becoming the one day CEO, director or finance manager or accountant. Don't treat all the subordinate in same way, right? So this is the hierarchy of objective, very interesting subject. I also like this subject mostly because so this is a functional function of the management, planning and control, because I am mostly involved in planning and control part in my accounts and my organization. Also other part also very interesting, business environment, business analysis part a very interesting part. Analysis, set the target, finding the strategy are more interest subject in the chartered. So I also having in my personal life also I did same thing. I challenged the chartered institute and finished the chartered accountancy within 2 years. I was with the only executive level qualification for 2 years, right? Business level and corporate level and case study I finished within 2 years, right? I have got the challenge and I planned my works, I planned my studies proper way, and I talked to Chartered Institute. I told I am only completed executive level today, so I want to complete the case study within next 2 years. Then that lady told me, Puta, don't hurry to finish the chartered. It is not like that, right? Not like you think. At least business level completion, you will at least take 2 years, 2.5 years in the previous syllabus. I qualified in previous syllabus. but corporate level completion you will another 2 years, so at least 5 years you give. I told you don't need those, you don't need to tell those things to me, right? You mind your business, and okay, mind your business. What I am inquiring to you should be answered by you. That is the your job. I told you tell what I need. I will plan my works. I will decide within 5 years or 3 years or 2 years I will finish the chartered. How you can direct me to finish the chartered. So he told, before complete the, if you sit for the case study, you have to complete the business level English, business level IT, corporate level English, corporate level IT. All these 4 subjects I finished within a 1 year. I paid in once, all money I paid in once, and I told, I also got the clarification from the Chartered Institute whether I can pay business level IT and corporate level once. They said, yeah, you can pay. Once you finish the business level IT, corporate level IT batch will be allocated first to you. That was happened. I passed the good marks in business level IT, and next week, this week I am doing the business level IT, next week I am doing the corporate level IT. That way I finished. And English was the same thing. Once I finish the business level English, corporate level English, I quickly come and paid the money, right, and allocated the this course to me. Then I finished that skill curricula quickly. Then this also same thing. Business as well, within 2 semesters I finished. Corporate level also 2 semesters I finished, and case study I didn't finish. So I am planning. So how I have to plan my studies? I have allocated my time for that. So business level students always planning to pass the business level. Corporate level students are always planning to pass the corporate level. But you are responsible to all the level. So you have to plan for all, not like an organization, right? That is a good example I am telling. Please plan for your studies. Don't get late to complete this charter, right? Then characteristics of objective. Objective is long term, right? Objective is long term, but objective should be specific. You can't say in an organization, you can't say I want to make profit in next year. That is not specific. I want to make 20% profit in next year means specific, right? I want to make the bicycle production next year. I want to make 1,000 number of bicycle production next year. That is specific, right? Quantifiable. It should be specific, achieving one thing. Otherwise you can say like this, I will innovate new kind of vehicle next year. You can't say like that. You will say I will innovate the vehicle having 5 wheel or 2 wheel. This I will this vehicle should have these facilities and technology. Then they are specific. You can find anything next year, but specifically you should make the objective. Then only it will be worth, right? You can't say I want to become I want to pass the pass the subjects is next semester. You should say I want to pass the at least 2 subjects in next year. That's specific. Right? Then measurable. Once we reach that time, you can easily say whether I will achieve or not. Making profit means once you come there, you will understand after finishing 1 year whether I have made the profit. You can easily measure. Otherwise, no point of making the objective. We can't measure the objective. So how can we measure the objective of the satisfaction of the customer? How can you measure? Very difficult. Many companies are not taking the feedback of the customer. I also don't know you are satisfied with my lecturing. So we need the feedback from you. That should be measurable and also achievable, right? If you company in last year earned the 200 million profit, before year earned also 200 million, last before 2 years so he earned the 200 million, 250 million profit. Can we say this year you should have 1500 million profit? If their structural has to be changed in order to get that profit, that should be achievable, right? If one garment cutter only work for 8 hours in a garments, 9 hours in a garments of 5 days, she will work 45 hours. Within a 45 hours, he can or she can cut only 100 garments means, can we say 150 out of under 50 garments you should only make 2 garments fold? Can you say it's wrong? We can only got the 100 garments, so we can set up to 100 achievable based on the capacity that is achievable. Then realistic we should, it should be should be it should be if you give the one person the target, it can be done, right? It's also meaning same as the achievable. It can be done. If I say in defend, in football player, defend player, I am saying 2 players and has to be tackled. Can he tackle 2 players? It's very difficult. Even the 1 player tackle also very difficult. So we should give the 1 player. It should be realistic. We can't set the target. If can you finish the accounting reports by the end of by the each month subsequent 10 days, within 10 days? Can't. Within 10 days you can't, because bank reconciliation will be taking at least 2-3 weeks to come to company. So once the bank reconciliation is done, only we can check our errors, our unpresented check and unrealized check, and we can check the errors and we can change our financial statement. So it should be realistic. That's why most of the company are giving the 15th or 20th day is the deadline, the accounts report. And time related, should be give the time. Within a 1 month I should achieve this, within a 1 year I should achieve this. It means that. Then next one, the characteristics of the objective. Smart, sorry, I given 2 times here. Then function of the objective, that is called prime. Function, objective, right? First one, planning. Objective, define what a plan is about. First we have to plan the objective, right? Then responsible, objective, define the responsibility of the manager and departments. Function of the objective means once we set the objective, that's objective means many things. If objective is set means okay, company wants to achieve the 200 million profit, at least to achieve the 80% market share within 20 years means, so today itself okay, after 20 years company should have the 80% market share in the market. So today itself it might have the plan for that. So we think that it's a means. So function of the objective, it's a means of that. Responsibility of the objective is set, so responsibility also given to those that's all the staff to achieve this objective within 20 years, right? The integration objective should support one another and consistent. This integrates the efforts of different departments. So each and every department objective will be all together and it will be consist with our main objective. It's called goal congruence. Goal congruence saying my objective and the company objective should be same. Accounts department objective is to make the information accurately. If they make the information accurately, then we can decide and we can take the decision quickly. What is why we need information making the decision? To make the decision we need information. Information means that, right? Then motivation, first up, then we will automatically motivate us at the objective. If you want to make the sales 200 million this year or 100 million this year, so we will, if you did the only within 2 months we did only 10 million sales, within 10 months I have to achieve 90 million sales. So it's very late. We have to motivate. We have to automatically motivate. Sometime more than 100 million will be achieved. So automatically motivate to do the performance more than what we want to. Then evaluation, performance is assessed against objective and control exercise. So these 5 functions should be there. If objective is set, these 5 functions should be there. Then barriers to effective planning. Then we understood what is the advantages for planning. Then barriers. What are the limitations available? What are the limitations available for doing the correct planning? If planning done, so that plan cannot be carried out properly means there is some reasons, right? Very popular reason is we plan for future, we forecast for future. Can you definitely say, yeah, I will let you 200 million, I will let you this 200 million sales in. Sometimes tsunami comes, some bomb blast comes, again we will collapse. So unknown future. God only knows the future, right? Unknown future. There are people, some people they are predicting the future. Totally lie. They cannot predict the future. Only God knows, right? If someone say you will get the accident in next year, don't believe him, right? You will definitely get the accident. Me also definitely get the accident, right? For example, take you sharpening the pencil, so suddenly you cut your finger. That is also accident. He might say, did you after 1 year, right? You can say him, you told me I will meet a accident in this year, but I didn't. He will ask you, have you cut your finger with a knife or a small accident also accident, no? Right? Otherwise he will say, if you get a sick, sometimes fever, headache, so normal disease, so general disease usually comes to human being. So he will ask, headaches comes in this last year. So if headaches comes, the accident will not come. They will give the solution for their answer. So don't believe forecast cannot be done by human being. At least some extent we can forecast, we can budget, but future is unknown. The lack of creativity. Once we plan 200 million sales, we will try to achieve the 200 million only. We can't within 11 months, if 200 million profit achieved in this year, if sales staff and marketing staff will be given the incentive, that is objective, right? Within a 10 months they will achieve this target. Next 2 months they will be idle. They will say, no need, we got the target and we got the incentive also. We don't need to give effort and we don't get tired and making the sales again. We will do that sales in next year. The next year target will be achieved. The creativity will be reduced, right? For example, take iPhone company. So Apple company can say, we will introduce the one phone in next year, means they will introduce only one phone. After one phone introduction, this employee will say, company also told me to create only one phone, so I will create only one phone. The second phone I don't need, second version of phone, not number of phones. One phone means one phone's technology. iPhone 11 means iPhone 12 means that phone, right? This number of phones can be inverted. Number of phones can be increased, but version cannot be increased. So creativity be delayed, right? There's lack of creativity. Then fear. Some plans are it's like this. We planning for future, right? But some plans are we are predicting in a negative way. We are predicting in June or July we will get a big our weather condition will not be good in Sri Lanka, so we will avoid to take the construction business. But after June or July comes, the construction, no rainy or no weather condition is bad, weather condition may be good, so we are afraid over the plan, that we are fixed to the plan, not an unknown future. Unknown future is we fixed to the plan and did the plan in future, but it was worst than what we think. Fear means we are afraid of doing because of plan. Our accountant is telling, next year the new Inland Revenue Act will be imposed. That this type, I heard this from one of my friend within this Inland Revenue department. So don't do this. But after 1 year, say no Inland Revenue Act was introduced. The planning maybe it's like this. It's not official. Planning are informal direction. The planning are not official, not published to anyone. It's an internal process. We can plan anything. We don't need to tell to the Income Revenue Department or auditor. We don't need to tell. Auditor is responsible for the financial reporting prepared based on the SLFRS, not based on the planning or must based on the variances. So fear will be there, right? Then inertia, this can be caused by excessive bureaucracy hindering change, or by way of thinking that become outdated. It means some plans will give the good results, but we are thinking that results, for example, take we are imported a phone, we imported Nokia phone and selling. So next year also we are looking to import the Nokia phone and selling, but we think the Nokia phone is not demanded in nowadays, so we don't need to bring that and don't do that. But actually Nokia phone also having the demand nowadays, small phones. So next year another competitor will come and take that opportunity. That's cool. That we have the more taking decision is very easy. We have given the many people to take the decision, and but that decision may not be correctly. Then focus on current development. uh, Focusing on day-to-day challenges can lead to failure to consider how future success can be achieved. For example, once the plan and budgets done, forecast done, most of the company staff and managers are not focusing. They are doing only for the that formal purpose. If each and every year financial statement has to be forecast, so accountant forecast and given to board of director. Board of director showing to shareholder, but shareholder also not follow up that forecast. So we just looking as the formal position. We are only focusing on the current works, day-to-day works. The negativity, lack of positive ideas can particularly be handicap to effective strategy. The same definition. Insufficient resources, even though you plan once you plan the this much of production should be done in next year, number of production. So next year you may be faced the machinery repair, so machinery will not be available. So production, you have no cash also in order to buy that. So resources, lack of resources. The poor communication, then resistance in plan change. Those who are affected by the change may resist that, right? So when plan done, say garment cutter should have only one defect in each 100 garment. That's ensuring the quality. So he may protest against the company. He can say, I can't do one defect in a garment, I will at least do 10 defect. He can resist. So we can't find another person also. Sometimes he may be expertise in that way. We can't find another person for that. Sometimes that plan cannot be implemented, right? If employers have the more power, right? Then planning, decision making for accountants. So we are going to learn what are the planning and decision making for us. So your exam also same thing. Even though we learn the marketing, HR management, business environment, please your answer paper are corrected by the chartered accountants. They are like the numbers, right? They are like the figures. They are like the your justification in the number, in the way of number. So when you write the answer, right, in short words, please try to give the quantifiable answer, right? That's a strategy of passing this BL4. It's this parallel subject, BL4, BL8 and SL4. SL4, CL4, I don't remember exactly. That's what's the advanced level subject. Then significance of role accounting, business planning, budget preparation. I already told budget preparation, forecast of finance statement is main planning and decision making done by the accountant. The overall planning process in which accountant are involved covers both long term and short term. Sometimes 5 years P&L will be forecast. Sometimes next month cash flow can be forecast. From this month we know what is the salary we will pay in next year. Same salary will be paid. What is the rent we pay in next month for head office? Same salary, same thing. But sales and cost of sale will be little bit different. But almost we making the 2 million sales means next month also we will little bit 2 million. Around 2 million to 1.9 million, 2.1 million, 2 million. So we will not reduce to 1 lakh. Right? 2 million sales every day, every month there. So that is short term for month, 1 day. Right? Long term means P&L forecast for next 5 years, 3 years, those things. The type of planning for accountant. Understand type of planning for general, 3 type of plans there, right? Then hierarchy level, 3 type of plans there. Then accountant type of planning also, 3 type of planning there. Don't confuse these things, right? First one, I will say you. Then you will not forget. Otherwise, you go to the previous. Rewind the video and see. This first plan is single plan, continuous plan or standing plan and contingency plan. Then hierarchy level, strategic plan, tactical plan and operational plan. Then accountant level plan. Strategic corporate long-term planning, budget short-term technical plan, and operation plan. Same thing. Accountant also same word used. Strategic plan, so long-term, technical plan, short-term. Then operation plan, it's a day-to-day activity. Covers period. Strategic cooperation long-term means covers period longer than 1 year, involves a formulation, evaluation, selection of strategy for the purpose of preparing the long-term plan for action and attain objectives. So 2 years P&L. Preparation of 2 years P&L. Understand easy way. Don't expect the complex example and complex explanation from me also. Understand simple meaning. You are a very fresher to the charter, right? So understand P&L prepared for next 2 years. Focus for 2 years. So that is long term. If you P&L prepared for next month, that is a short term, tactical, right? Which covers 1 year, less than 1 year. So current account, non-current account, the same thing. More than 1 year, current account. Non-current account. More than less than 1 year, current account. That's why lease portion also, if we have to pay next day, it's current portion of the lease payable, right? If the after 2 years paying, long term portion of the lease payable, short term and long term. So based on the 1 year, it is given in the conceptual framework. Long term and short term is decided by the 1 year. 12 months, less than 12 months, current, more than 12 months, non-current. But it is not a standard for all the place. In accounting side, 12 months is taken. Then operational plan, day-to-day works. How I should write the checks, how I should pay the salary, how I should pay this payroll, how I this update the sales GL, how I should this more daily operational part, right? It is easy to understand. Then budgeting and planning, we will understand what is the difference between budgeting and planning. What is the budget? What is the budget and what is the plan? Budget is a quantified plan of action for the forthcoming accounting period. Plan can be qualified non-monetary factor or monetary factor, but budget is monetary factor. Budget should be quantifiable in numbers, right? Budget means what organization aim to achieve is what is set as a target, whereas forecast is an estimate of what is likely to occur in. I already explained this. Budget we will have to achieve this thing, that is budget. Planning means for achieve this budget, you have to plan the works, you have to plan the strategy. That is different between budget and planning. Forecast and forecast, budget all are same meaning. Planning, budgeting is that we fix the objective. Then planning means we achieve the objective, we are using the strategy, right? So what is the objective of budget planning? First one, ensure achievement of organization objective. Objective are set for the organization as a whole and for individual department and operation within the organization. Quantified expression of these objectives are then drawn up as a target to be achieved within the time scale. So ensure achievement. So budget and planning will give you once the year finished, we can see whether we have achieved this much of profit, right? Then compile planning. This is probably the most important feature of budget planning. Planning forces management to look ahead, right? Once we fix the budget and once we did the plan to achieve this budget, managers are automatically try to achieve this budget. Managers also making the strategies in their individually to achieve this objectives to achieve. So they also getting incentive. So compile planning, they automatically compelled to do the works, right? Communication, ideas and plans. When planning and budgeting process comes, automatically all the staff, when I accountant plan and talk with the accounts assistant or accounts executive, they will also give the ideas. It's good, right? Leadership, interpersonal skills will increase, right? That is clearly coordinating active. Then provide framework responsibility of accounting, right? Then if we without planning, if we do the works, we don't know what person is responsible or what area. We should plan. Sales should be done in this way. This person, one person is allocated for the sales responsibility, sales invoice, right? If we receive the money from the customers, sales personnel cannot be given the same enter in the receiving money. It has to be given separate person. So a segregation of duty should be there, right? Then provide a framework authorizes, provide basis for performance evaluation. Then decision making. This nine objective are budgeting and planning in the accounts department, right? Provide 820 provide framework authorization. So if the plan the works, I already told, signed by the accounts in the voucher, payment voucher signed by the accounts assistant. He has authority to sign that only. Check by signed by the accountant. If you plan the work only, right, we can give the authority to the persons. How can you give the authority then? The decision making, although delegation and empowerment sometimes mean that manager delegate decision to others, decision making remaining a key responsibility of managers. There are different ways of categorizing decision. One useful analysis of decision is to classify them into 5 categories. Routine planning decision, typically budgeting and scheduling. Short run problem decision, typically decision of non-recurring nature. For example, if problem comes only, we will take the decision. If 2% fight in office, we will take the decision and say, you are wrong, that's like a short problem decision. If the cash shortage in this month, we will try to find the cash from somewhere else to operate the business. Operating cost anyway there, it's a fixed cost, right? Paying the electricity, paying the water, paying the labor, paying the PN, paying the transport, meals, staff welfare, those are operational expense that should be there. In manufacturing side also, daily manufacturing should be good. There's a prime cost should be there. So if you need the money, problem comes only we plan. We already plan for cash shortage for long term cash budget is there. So if without our control, without our knowledge, if shortage of cash is comes, we should plan quickly. We should stop some operational part, some extra part, stop the staff welfare meals, and we use that money for prime cost and the operating the essential part of the business. Then investment and de-investment decision, right? Plan for the investment. If we have the cash surplus, right, we can invest in fixed savings, right? Fixed accounts, right? In a fixed account we can invest, right? Otherwise, if you have the cash more, right, we did not plan. If you have the cash more, we will think whether we will deposit to we will invest that, we will buy the another business, or we will deposit to share market. Decision is taken on that time. Then longer range decision will give you and reviewed infrequently, but which are intended to provide a continuing solution to a continuing recurring problem. It will be a long term, it will be a same routine planning decision, but we making the decision on that point. From that point onwards, it will become a routine planning decision. On that point, that is control decision, it is longer range decision. From that point, it will come to the when implement the first one, it will become a long range decision, right? We have already take the decision to change the accounts department from this place to that place, right? That's a law. That's a we have already if plan the accounts fix the accounts department another place, means that is longer range decision. So once fix the accounts department there, we will not again change from there. That is longer range decision, right? But accounts department work personals decision are already taken. Already that plans are already taken and already given to the employees, already given to those personals, right? Then control decision. So I already told this control things. We seeing whether this is achieved. If achieved, we just say appreciate the employees. If not achieved, we see whether objective should be changed or alternative course of action should be changed. That decision, right? The rational planning model. This rational planning model means we don't plan until the problem comes. That is rational planning problem. Many organizations follow this. There are steps there. First, we will understand the problem. For example, take a small business, travel company. Once the customer comes, boss will, and a small company, the boss will directly handle to that customer. if one customer if this customer directly come and sit with the boss and discussing about their service, their tours, right? In travel companies, they're making the tours, right? Their sales is the service, giving the tour, sell the packages of the tours. Europe, this much of price for Europe tour, so they will set the 50 peoples and bring to the Europe and charge the some money, some price, right? I don't need to go deeply for that, right? Then one customer calling, so I have to answer the call. So I have to answer the call and I give the problem. So this person sitting and waiting there. So I can recruit a receptionist to handle those calls, call center. So I can implement the call center. I met the problem today. I can't handle the call when customer sitting with me. First time I faced that problem. Before that, I am handling the call, but I did not talk with the during the call. I have not talked with the customer in front of me. Now only I understood. This problem is there. So receptionist recruited, right? And before receptionist recruited, problem is this: one customer is meet me. I can't take the call. That is problem first, right? Second one, problem definition structuring, right? Problem is defined precisely. Consider example, a company with falling sales. The fall in revenue would be trigger. Further information would be needed to identify where the revenue deficiency were occurring, right? Then structuring a problem is one the way define the number of elements it's possible to solve in the problem in a systematic way. Then identify the alternative course of action. What are the possible actions that can be available to answer this call? So I can use the customer care, that's ringtones. Automatically give the you press the 1 for customer service, press the 2 for ordering the tour. It's like that we can assign the some manuals in the over the call. Otherwise we can recruit a person, alternative recruit a receptionist, or we can establish the separate department for customer care center. So otherwise we can outsource the customer care. So there are many alternative course of action. So once the alternative action taken, we will communicate this to everyone. So okay, hereafter we can say to customer even, hereafter if there are any problem, you will talk to receptionist and find a solution from the receptionist, or find the solution from the customer care. The monitoring effect decision, whether we have to record the calling in. After go home, you can check whether he will talking properly, right? Then some technical words there that you will just understand. This is explanation for that. This dynamic environment means changing environment. So each and every time environment is changing, right? That's organization exist within the wider environment, which is static, and dynamic environment, changing environment. New technology comes, change. So environment, customers taste for the usage of phones now change, no buttons now, only touch phones come. So technology change, environment also change, customer taste also change, right? Clearly defined and understanding the goal. They're reducing the time horizon of decision by taking small incremental steps rather than make a single big change. Once the customer like to use the touch phone, we can't first touch phone is not fully touch. First touch phone on display only touch, but having the keypad. BlackBerry or some phone has been introduced first touch phone. So after that they found that keypad is no need and fine. So small that means Kaizen improvement. Small improvement should be there, right? Small improvement should be there. After that we have to research over that whether this small improvement can be improved fully. So research also one by one done. Dynamic environment means that you can't easily one day you can't change the technology from keypad phone to touch phone, keypad phone, next keypad and touch phone, then touch and one button phone, and full touch phone, right? And a full touch phone with a full slim, very slim phone. So like that only, research and doing the research and doing. Then when new dynamic environments come, we are automatically taking the risk. We have to do the investment to research. We automatically having the risk. If Samsung phone introducing new technology, Huawei phones should have to Huawei company should have to introduce this new technology. That's a risk, right? Then each and every year, Samsung company or Huawei company cannot fix with one plan. Each and every year they have to change the plan. This month I introduce this, next month I introduce this, next month I will catch the Indian market, next month I will catch the Sri Lankan market, next month I will catch the African market. They will plan, they will go and catch the market that before competitors goes, right? The non-quantifiable factor is cannot be quantifiable. So dynamic environment and non-quantifiable extra topic that given in your syllabus, the non-financial objective there. So how can we understand the customer satisfaction? That is non-financial objective. There are many non-financial objectives there. Customer satisfaction, non-financial objective. Then employee satisfaction, non-financial objective. Then how can we measure our company is only polluting this much of environment? Pollution of the environment, that is also non-financial factor that cannot be identified, that cannot be planned, also very difficult, right? There's some quantifiable means should be in monetary terms, right? It should tell 20% profit, quantifiable, monetary, quantifiable, right? If it's achieving the profit, that is non-quantifiable, only profit, right? That is explained here. The availability of cash, right? Availability of cash is opportunity may be profitable, but there may be sufficient cash to finance any purchase of equipment and building up the working capital. So we can't we are planning to make the profit of this much, but we can't say to make this much of profit, how much of machinery, how much of production I will have to take into business. If I take into this much, how much of cash I need for that? Very difficult. The cash inflation also there, right? So we can't quantify how much of cash available to achieve this objective. Otherwise, after achieving this objective, whether I can receive this much of cash. Then inflation is very difficult to understand. In future, inflation are very difficult. We can't in Sri Lankan economy, at least 5 to 6% each and every year inflation rate is going. 5%, 6%, 7%. We can't fix in one place. Then employees, we can't say employees will be definitely work for next 5 years. We plan for next 5 years making this much of profit. Sales personnel are good, and salesperson making 1 month at least 200 million profit means in can you say next month or next year also or next month also he can make the profit? If he resign and another person come without same knowledge of him, so he cannot make the same profit. It's employees, quantifiable. Then customer satisfaction is main thing. Then competitors, the timing factor, then suppliers, feasibility means long term study cannot say we can't achieve this much in long term, unknown future, right? Then flexibility, internal controls we implemented this should be authorized by this person, this will be checked by. So if a signature is there, we don't really observe whether this person really signed. We keeping our check, payment check in the director room and close the room and come. So she or he signed and asking, do you really know whether he signing or someone else signing? We don't know. Control also have the problem. We don't observing that things, right?